type plume. Today is for plume. If you can hear me, type plume, guys. Now, I told you, I said the news is coming. A very big news is coming next week, right? So, but yeah, we're talking about plume today. So yeah, you all can hear me. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. For our active members, thanks for being active. For people that are actively gliding, thanks for always gliding. And yeah, back to usual events. This is something we do every Monday. Ecosystem deep dive. We've done for Base. I think Base was the first one we did last week, right? So, and today we're going to be talking about Plume. Next week, I think we should be going for Solana, right? And how far is that? One thing you guys should know is we're actually picking this ecosystem based on what we're going to be adding to Glider. I mean, new features that we're going to be adding to Glider. So, me talking about Plume today, does that mean that Plume is coming very soon? Maybe. So, if we talk about Solana next week, does that means that Solana is actually coming very soon? Maybe. But like, yeah, guys, G Plume, thank you so much. I would, I would wager that we do not actually have a Plume Maxi here. But if you are a Plume Maxi, because I know that ecosystem is just one ecosystem that many people here does not even know what the fuck is going on that ecosystem. And to be honest, guys, I think I also did some, reading, some research before I came here to this event today because I have not really, gone into what Plume is doing. But like, yeah, I'm happy to, talk about it and to, explain to you and to tell you guys how you can make the most of it if you ever find it, in Glider, right? So because you might be finding it very soon. So either a Plume Maxi, or you probably want to talk about Plume, or you know something about Plume, or you even know anything about reward asset because Plume is like reward asset shit. So if you know anything about reward asset and you want to talk about it, and you just have, or you probably just have this imagination of how it is going to be when you finally introduce reward assets where you can buy Tesla, you can buy Microsoft, Google, Netflix, you can buy all these Web2 unicorn companies, you can buy their stock with your cryptocurrency. That is a crazy technology, and this is something I love saying, and I'm saying it again. This is something we've not seen in the Web3 space for the past 15 years. Like, imagine a platform that would allow you to use your USDC to buy Tesla stock, to buy Microsoft stock, to buy Google, to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum in a single portfolio. Bro, are you kidding me? Okay, yeah. Let me not talk too much. Again, if you want to speak, probably want to talk about reward asset or Plume, or you want to give an idea, or you probably just want to shout out to people, feel free to come up here. It's just going to be 30-minute event. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about it. Before I really go in, a shout out to people that are already here. I don't know if this event is going to be quested. Maybe they want to do that. But if it is going to be quested, congratulations to those that joined early. Right. So G Plume. Richard, you want to talk about Plume? I can see you love Plume. You've been saying G Plume for some time now. So if you want to talk about Plume, feel free to come up here and talk about it. Okay, guys, again, for those that are just joining, for our new members, Glider is a tech company that is making on-chain investment seamless, safe, and automated. So you can literally invest in any on-chain asset with Glider, any on-chain asset whatsoever, on-chain stocks, on-chain cryptocurrencies, on-chain token. You can invest in them, you can trade them, you can, lend them, you can earn yields on them. You literally can do every single thing a common Web3 user will actually think about, doing in the on-chain space. You can do all these things with your asset, right? And you own the underlying asset. It is non-custodial. Glider is non-custodial. We have no control over your seed phrase. It is yours. You can do anything with it. So be careful to not get your wallet compromised, right? So that is Glider, and we're backed by people that see the future the way we see it, people that actually believe in what we're building because they know where we are headed, right? So we're backed by Uniswap, MoonPay, Anagram, A16Z, and we might probably be announcing some investors pretty soon too. Glider is very early. If you're here, congratulations for being early. And yeah, we currently have an event going on X. It's a letter to your, future self, right? So the purpose of that event is just to, lock in. You want to lock the fucking, right? And if you make the most of Glider, you literally can achieve your financial freedom, dreams, and goals if you really know how to use Glider, because that is the purpose of Glider. We built it to grow on-chain wealth. We built it to, make money, right? So if you probably know how to use it, you gonna make all your dreams come true. I mean, all your financial dreams. So the purpose of that event is to write a letter to your dear self, your future self, in the next 6 months, what your financial goals are. I mean, okay, by 6 months, I want to make millions of dollars. I want to, become a millionaire. In the next 6 months, I want to become a thousandaire, thousands of dollars or anything. So you write it to your dear self, drop it in the comment, or you quote the tweet. I'm adding everything to my list. And one thing I'm going to do is that after 6 months, we are going to send you those letters. Would remind you of those letters like, bro, have you been able to achieve your financial goals? The one you said 6 months ago, right? So it's crazy. And it's something that I think is really going to be interesting. Don't think that you're poor. I mean, if you're currently gliding, I mean, you have some deposit on Glider, you're currently using it, or you're planning to, anyone can participate. I can see Dul saying that he's poor. You're not poor, but like you're even in our community. We don't have poor people in our community. We have rich people. Rich niggas are here. Like, oh guys, let me not talk too much. So that is what the current event and contest on X rather is all about. And I really hope everyone participates. Right. So then the second thing is we've actually selected our ambassadors. And for those that didn't join, or for those that didn't make it to our 50 ambassadors, honestly, there is always a room to apply again, right? So we're going to be opening another wave very soon. So if you didn't make it this time, be ready to, apply next time, right? And you not making it doesn't mean that you're not good enough. No, it's not because of that. It's just we had more than 2,000 application, guys. So it was a lot, and we have a lot of people that qualified. But definitely we prioritize activeness in our community, we prioritize skills and all these things, right? So if you didn't make it now, honestly, just apply next time. It might be you, might be your time, right? So that is it. So tomorrow we're going to be celebrating our ambassadors, right? We're going to be having a party. We're going to celebrate them. If you want to come with a champagne, you can always come with that. If you want to come with your friend, your boyfriend, or your girlfriend to celebrate. I mean, it's a celebration, it's a party. So you are free to invite anybody, and it's going to be interesting. So we're going to be meeting all these 50 ambassadors. They're going to be introducing themselves to us and what they have for us. We get to network and connect with them. We have them all over the world. We are from Russia, we are from Bangladesh, we are from Indonesia, we are from Indian, yeah, we are from Nigeria, we are from all over the world, right? So, and I want everyone to be there, right? It's going to be this time tomorrow, and yeah, so that is it on the ambassador program. So, just going straight into what we want to talk about. I've been doing, a lot of yapping, just yapping and yapping and yapping. I don't want to do that no more. So, G Plume again. If you're still active and you guys can still hear me, I need you to just type G Plume once again, right? So I need to know if you guys have been listening. So if you've been listening, please, 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 please just type G Plume once again so that we can start. Okay, so I can see, thank you so much. I can see Sazi, I can see Tolani. Oh, Tolani. Oh, you guys should meet Tolani, one of our ambassadors. He's a regional ambassador. He probably joined the event today. Yeah. And I can see Click DeFi too. Okay, I can see some of our Nightwings ambassadors in this event. I'm not sure what is going on. You guys are curious about Plume? Maybe. Okay, so I don't want to kind of like talk about Plume as if, we're 10 years old. You know that I'm not sure if you guys also ask ChatGPT to explain to you like you're 10. Like, if you find it difficult to understand some things in the Web3 space, blockchain is complex and complicated. So you just tell ChatGPT, explain to me like I'm 5, explain to me like I'm 10. Okay, so we're not going to be doing that. I mean, we're not 10, we're not 5. Maybe I'm the only, 10-year-old kid right here, but like, no problem. So first of all, to start from the very beginning. Okay, let me quickly say this before I forget. Monad is also going to be on Glider, and I think Monad is has already gone live. I'm not sure, but yeah, you should expect Monad on Glider anytime soon, anytime from today, right? So expect Monad on Glider. Bullish. So what do we call it? Should we call it Glide Monad? Or I mean, you guys should look for a word to combine the two together, portmanteau word, or we call it blend word. So just look for how we can combine the two. The way Solana and Monad partner together, they call it Sonad, right? So how, okay, Moon Glide. Oh, Maka XR, I think I love that. Harmony also said Moon Glide. What about Glide Moon? Glide and Moon. Okay, Ashley said Moon Glide. Oh, you're saying Moon Glide. I think I'll prefer Glide Moon. Okay, but these suggestions are really, really, really engaging. Sunflower, the heck is this? Moon Glide. Could you, I mean, you need to pronounce this. You probably just tell us how to pronounce what you just said now because I don't understand, right? I really do not understand. So, yeah, so again, expect Monad on Glider anytime soon, anytime from now. I'm not promising anything, I'm not saying anything, I'm just asking you to expect it on, Glider, maybe, right? So, again, so what is Monad? Sorry, what is Plume? Again, Plume is a blockchain as we all know it, and it's a public chain that anyone can use, right? It is EVM compatible, right? So meaning it works with Ethereum like smart contracts. So that is what Plume is all about. So for those that don't know what Plume is from the get-go, I mean, if you're just hearing Plume for the first time, just know it's a blockchain, but it is basically built for real-world assets. And what that means is that Plume is making it easy for everyone to trade traditional stocks on chain. So by traditional stocks, we mean unicorn Web2 companies. You want to think of Microsoft, as I always say it, Facebook, you can buy into these companies, stock, and just trade it on chain, right? So that is also what we call tokenization of reward assets, right? So that is what Plume is. So it's a blockchain built for reward asset, right? So and it's EVM compatible, as I said earlier. So it means it can interact with Ethereum smart contracts, right? So another thing we should know about Plume is that Plume also makes this, reward asset, they make them usable like regular cryptocurrencies. So what this means is that you can actually stake these traditional, stocks. You can trade, imagine trading Tesla the way we trade Ethereum, Solana, and all these cryptocurrencies. Imagine trading Microsoft, right? So you can trade them, you can lend them, you can borrow them. These are the things you can do with reward assets. So this is Glider bridging traditional finance and on-chain finance, right? So when Glider finally implements Plume, it means that you can hold all these things into or in your portfolio, just a single portfolio, to hold all these traditional, stocks. So that is basically what Plume is doing in a simple way, right? So and that's why we call it reward asset reward asset finance. Now there's another thing about composable assets. So composable assets is also part of this feature of Plume, and what that actually means is that it can mix and match. So I mean, you use these tokenized assets in a complex financial strategy. For example, you could use them as collateral. You could use them to stack yields. You could even use them to build, structures or to build products, right? So that is what composable asset means. Okay, someone said he can't hear me. Big cat storm. You might probably need to leave and come back again because I think you're the only one going through that. Sunflower said I can own big gits token. Yeah, honestly, you can tokenize big gits, and it's not a financial advice, but might be something profitable for you. Imagine I have a token, it's going to do times 1 million because I'm kind of like, yeah, I know it's going to do times 1 million. I'm not saying you guys should buy big gits. If you ever see gits token, it's a scam. Please stay safe. Okay, cool. So And also, Plume also makes it powerful for developers, for investors and institutions that want to build or use more sophisticated financial tools. Then another sweet thing about Plume is that they have this data highway, so we call it Plume Nexus. And you guys remember when Glider actually participated in one of the Plume Nexus, kind of like a competition for our OG members. You guys will remember you were there, and we're part of those that actually won, right? We're part of those that actually won that event. So Plume Nexus. So the purpose of Plume Nexus is just is a system for bringing real world data onto the blockchain, right? So real world data like weather data, economic indicators, social trends, and etc. So Plume wants this data to be live on chain, so smart contracts and application can use them, right? So that is what Plume Nexus is. Then talking about security, Plume is highly secured because they have Plume is they have very serious security. They use third party auditors to check their smart contract and overall system, and they do this continuously. They monitor their code review and they share the audit report publicly for people to see. So we're not partnering with just any ecosystem. We're partnering with one of the most secured bullish ecosystem out there, Plume. And if you're here to check out what Plume is building, you probably just need to do that now, so that by the time you go into your dashboard or you go onto Glider and you see Plume, you go like, bro, this is sick. It's going to be really, really sick. I can promise you that, right? So then, why does it matter, and why does this vision, why does it matter? So one thing is the goal Plume want to like achieve is just to bridge traditional finance and crypto. So they want to create like a bridge between traditional finance and crypto currencies. So instead of forcing reward assets to adapt to blockchain, they want to bring the real world into cryptocurrency. So this is something that will drive mass adoption. They believe many valuable assets are currently inaccessible, and that is why Web2 people cannot come into the Web3 space. Imagine these investors like Warren Buffett that actively trade stock. What if we make it easy for them to also trade those stocks on chain? Because people like Warren Buffett are still skeptical about cryptocurrency, or cryptocurrency is a scam, cryptocurrency is this. But when they know that they can actually trade Microsoft, Tesla, the way they are trading it in real world, they can also trade it on chain. We've actually solved this problem of mass adoption for them. This is what Plume is doing, and Glider partnering with Plume is just a way for us to now be able to invest in those things on chain. Because by the time we finally have all these reward assets, tokenized assets on chain, which platform do you guys think would allow you to invest in them seamlessly? There is none out there. It's only Glider, and that is why if you get to be bullish about Glider, I think it's the perfect time to be, right? So Plume aims for permissionless transparency and scalable financial system. So that is everything about Plume, and this is what Plume is building, and this is what Plume is all about, and that is why I think you guys should start checking out Plume, right? I mean, I'm not a teacher, guys, and I can't like I mean, it's not possible for me to start breaking down every single thing about Plume. The purpose of this event is just to, understand that mission of what Plume is building and how Glider is actually implementing it. And I think I've been able to, do justice to that. I think I explained very well. So if you actually understand my little, not so long explanation about Plume and how Glider is going to be implementing Plume, or how Plume and Glider are going to be collaborating together, you guys should let me know. You can just tell me, uh, thank you, Big It. I don't know what to say, but you can just say, thank you, Big It. That is if you actually understand everything I said and you learned something. But if you do not learn anything, just say, go to L, Big It. That is kind of like very expensive, but you're free to say that. You can tell me go to LB Kits. I know some people will still tell me go to L. I know those people, and I'm actively waiting for them to send it to me, and I'll not take them seriously. But oh, I can see some people. PBDM, thank you so much for that. Major X, thank you very much for that. El Mestro, thank you so much for that. Alive Batman, thank you very much for that. Satya, thank you so much. Cad, thank you. Garo, thank Drew, thank Oh, now said go to paradise. That was interesting. That was interesting. That was fun. Oh, Harmony, thank you so much. Tomi, thank you. Ibn Mubarak, thank you. Wolfgang, thank you. And yeah, everybody. So this is basically what Plume is doing, and this is how Glider is implementing Plume. So when you wake up one day and you go to your Glider dashboard and you just see Plume, you see that you can actually earn yeet, you know, with Plume on Glider. You should thank Brian and the Glider team for putting that together because it's going to be happening very, very soon. And yeah, I can't wait to have that Plume on Glider. And also, just to say it again, we're going to be expanding to other ecosystem. We should expect Monad, we should expect Solana, and we should expect other ecosystem on Glider. So if you want to ask a question, I'll probably be using the next 5 minutes to take question and answers. Then we're going to rock this event. And again, I think this is going to be quested. I'm not sure, but it should be. So if it is quested, I mean, you joined early, you probably be able to claim your quest. But if you do not join early, sorry for your uh, anything. Okay, so any question, Mr. Barry, if you have a question, you can ask now. And Mark, if you have a question, you can ask now. Okay, someone asked, what about Iris? Yeah, so I try to just give you guys the, should I say, the closest, ecosystem that we're going to be implementing, right? So the closest ecosystems that we're going to be implementing include Solana and Plume. So it means we should expect Solana, Plume, and Monad anytime, from now, right? So for Iris, I can't say if it's going to be anytime soon, but it's definitely going to be coming because the purpose of Glider is just to be able to invest in all of these, blockchains and cryptocurrencies in one place. So it doesn't make sense for us not to implement other ecosystems. They're definitely coming. Good things take time, and great things take even more time, right? And Glider is, one of the greats of the greats. So it's going to take more time. You guys just need to be patient with us and just, follow us in this journey. So I think that answered your question, Mr. Barry. Okay, so I also see, so Glider will be integrating reward asset through Plume, something like that. Okay, so Glider will support every chain, right? Definitely. I mean, that is the purpose of Glider, to be able to invest in all chain in one single platform. I mean, to be able to buy every single cryptocurrency, to be able to invest in any on chain, like anything on chain, to be able to invest in them in one single platform. So definitely all chains are coming, right? So if there is really website to see, and we might be having an event with them again by the time we, that day when you wake up and see Plume, in Glider, we might probably be having a Discord event with one of the leaders in the ecosystem, right? So you don't want to miss as well, and you want to join. Mark, I don't understand what you mean by, you mean like MNT. Could you probably just explain more? Okay, we have another question. Someone said, will I be able to get meme coin? Definitely. I mean, for now, you can even invest in base meme coin, right? If you go to Dexcoin now, if you use the dynamic filter, you can use the dynamic filter to filter base meme coins, right? So because we are live on base, so you can invest in base meme coins for now. And by the time we implement Monad, Solana, you would also be able to you also be able to invest in Solana meme coins and Monad meme coins, right? So yeah, it's possible, and it's currently possible on base. Honestly, lots of work to be done, man. I mean, it's been crazy, 6 7 months of building, and we still have a lot to build. Like, we're just getting started. Okay, a question from Garo. Would there be an ability to harvest the yield from stable that I put in Plume pool automatically and then automatically add it in some assets in portfolio too? Oh, okay. This question is kind of like long, not hard, but I would probably just, write it down so I can, ask Brian, of course, and, get back to you, Garo. But to answer your question, to just give you kind of like an heads up, so this is more like a feedback, not really a question, because if the Plume is not live yet, we do not know how it's going to be, right? So until it's live, until we know how it works, then we can come back to this question. So, Gara, I would say we stay patient to see and to just wait for the right time. So when Plume comes, I think we're going to find an answer to your question. Yeah, Sunflower Glider has a lot of potential. Mark, I don't get your question, but I would love to get it. And what again? Mantu, honestly, Mantu would come, might come, right? So I mean, even if it's not coming out, we're currently taking feedback, right? So now I would just suggest to the team that okay, the community wants Mantu, and we'll make it happen. As simple as that. Okay, so okay, thank you so much, Gary. You're welcome. Yeah, so I think this is every single thing about Plume implementing Glider and about Glider collaboration with Plume. Just to run down everything again, Plume is a blockchain that is heavily focused on reward assets. So you can actually trade on-chain stock, you can lend it, you can stake it, you can do everything you do with cryptocurrency. You can do it with reward asset, but on Plume. That is the purpose of Plume. And that is what Plume is building, and we're going to be implementing, you're going to be integrating Plume into Glider. So you probably just wake up one day and about Plume. And again, just to brief it again, this event we're going to be having game actually quiz after this. Then tomorrow we have celebration with our ambassadors, our newly hired ambassadors. We have party with them. You also want to be there. And on Wednesday we have Gliderverse with guess the country. I'm not going to say it, but you guys want to guess the country. If anyone guess that country, oh, I like Batman, you got it. So we're going to be having. I like Batman. You didn't get it. I'm not sure if you got it, but like yeah. So we're going to be having Gliderverse, just like Friday. We'll probably be having another portfolio workshop with one of our ambassadors, right? So yeah, that is the rundown of every single thing that will happen this week. And on Saturday, our karaoke is also there, and that will be the end of November. And December is going to be more fun because December is always fun, right? We have New Year's, we have a lot of celebrations in December, so might as well be having them here. Let me take more questions, and I will draw the event. Sweet, definitely, Sweet is coming. Yeah, Sui is coming. So a lot of people are tagging me for Sui. I'll need to, tell Brian that the community wants Sui as soon as possible. So we need to implement that. Are they playing games in regional channel? I want to introduce some. Yeah, I'll probably there is nothing like this yet. We don't play games in regional channel, but it's something we can start doing, honestly. I mean, Mr. Brian, you can shoot me DM and we have more discussions and conversations about that. So will there be cautions on fake memes that comes on Glider? So cool. I noted that down already. So there is similar. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there would crypto boy, there would probably be more ambassadors application in the future. We're going to be opening the ambassador stuff very soon. So you want to stay positioned and stay glued, keep glider on your radar. And lastly, an event might we currently have an event going on X. I said that before. I encourage everyone to participate, even though no reward is expected, right? But like, yeah, it is highly encouraged that you participate in it. Then another event will probably be coming up again, maybe next week. It's going to be the club event, right? You guys remember the last time we did the 1,000 to 10,000 club, 5,000. Yeah. So bringing that, and the purpose of that is just to give rules to people. So the next week events will be for that. And lastly, Glider is a tech company again that is making on-chain investments seamless, safe, and automated. You can trade on-chain origin. I said on-chain origin. You can trade any on-chain asset with Glider, and do a lot of things with it. But like basically, this is what Glider is doing. I think the event is quested, and I think you guys must have been able to claim your quest. So event early. So meaning you didn't use up to 30 minutes in the event. But if you actually used up to 30 minutes in the event, I don't think there is any reasons why you shouldn't be able to claim. So again, guys, thank you so much. If you have any question, you can always, shoot me DM or drop it in the Gliders help or just at me. And yeah, guys. Oh, we have some speakers here. Love, Tansu. Sorry, I need to, run to the meeting, right? So please, you probably just want to join tomorrow and I would make sure I, bring you guys up and take your questions. Again, thank you. Bye bye.